brother down with Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
Oh my, oh my. It is time again for another open letter. Well, open letter to the Anonymous Avenger of Staten Island. Dear John Doe, or should I say Paint Chip's own little ass clown, you sneaky little pencil sucker scribbling from the shadows. You cracked open that court order like it was a fortune cookie from a discount dim sum joint. And what did you say? You're not a party. You have no claim. You have no defense. Please stop. But oh no, no, not you, dumbass. Instead of swallowing that bitter pill like a grown-up with a spine made of something sturdier than wet spaghetti, you hustled your grimy, sweaty little ass down to the post office with 9 pages of pure huff and puff, stamped with that kind of swagger that screams federal judges are just forum trolls I can dunk on. That ain't bravery, buddy. That's a delusion dipped in denial sauce, served with a side of paint chip spunk smeared across your face. You hammered it home to the court over and over and over and over, like Paint Chip's old cellmate used to give it to him, over and over and over. It shows that you're asserting zilch in the ways of claims, defenses, not a goose egg. You're not angling for party status. You're just there to notify them of some supposed misconduct. In layman's term, you wanted to butt in without actually joining the fray, score some standing without planting your flag, snag a ringside seat without buying a ticket. It's like sauntering into a packed stadium yelling, "I ain't playing, but let me coach from the bleachers." And when the judge dropped the hammer, explaining that Rule 24 doesn't work on wishes and whims, you fired back, accusing the bench of bungling the law. The sheer brass on that move could polish a fleet of shit stains like you. You painted yourself as this noble knight of judicial purity, charging in to safeguard the sacred halls of justice. Come on, let's call it what it is. Because this wasn't about upholding integrity. This was you playing hide the sausage with the plot. You're not injured. You're not tangled in the mess. You're just emotionally glued to the drama like a fat kid to a candy bar. A mere fanboy who couldn't stomach the way the score was tilting, so you tried to paper your path to prominence. And when the court politely declined your RSVP, you didn't bow out gracefully. Nah, you slapped down an objection, attempting to school the magistrate on discretion as if the one holding the gavel needed a lesson from a Staten Island tool. And that anonymity gimmick, priceless. You didn't bother filing a proper motion to proceed under a pseudonym, hitting all the required checkpoints. Nope, you just slapped John Doe on the header like it was a cheap mask from a dollar store costume bin, figuring the court would tip its wig in approval. In case you didn't notice, fucktard, federal dockets don't run on "cool story, bro" energy. Anonymity's a privilege you gotta earn, not a cape you don without earning stripes. The magistrate called you out on it. Nice and clear. In your comeback, not a shred of humble pie, just another lecture like you were the professor and they were the freshman flunking Sov Sit Pro. The cherry on this shit sandwich, the magistrate straight up flagged the risk of online rubberneckers jamming up the docket like a bad traffic snarl. Your brilliant retort to jam it up further with more bullshit filings. That's not clapping back. That's handing them the proof on the silver platter. You turned yourself into the living, breathing exhibit of exactly what they warned against. Self-sabotage so spot on, it could headline a Substack article on what not to do in court or just act as stupid as vomit does. Now let's chew on the bigger picture you're blind to, or maybe just pretending not to notice. Every time some nameless twat waffle like you drops a filing bomb, it doesn't beef up your pal's position. It makes him look like he's got a chorus line of idiots because the solo act ain't cutting it. It paints him as drowning in disorder in seamen rather than sailing with solid energy. You figured you were the hero swooping in to save the day. What you actually did was spotlight how screwed Paint Chips really is in neon lights. You dressed it all up with fancy terms like clearly erroneous and contrary to law, as if tossing legal confetti would make it sparkle. Guess what it did? It landed like the Hindenburg. It came off as some amateur dumbass who flipped through the rulebook once, cited irrelevant case law, and decided sheer word vomit equals winning. Judges don't get wooed by buzzword blizzards postmarked from Staten Island. They want real meat, standing, claims, defenses, legit skin in the game. You delivered none of that, just stupidity and venom. In the end, you aimed to unmask misconduct, but all you unveiled was your own itch to meddle while the case chugs along without your sorry ass. You blurred the line between loyal shitstir and legal dumbass, mistaking your sheer stupidity for anything that would pass muster, and you honestly thought this stunt wouldn't splash back on Paint Chips like a $2 streetwalker? That kind of spunk could fill his bloated gut for a decade. You shipped off your diarrhea in a standard envelope, hoping it'd morph into courtroom clout. Well, it flopped. Now the docket's got a permanent footnote, a sideline shouter begging for a mic because the story's not going his way, and that ain't lawyering, that's stupidity with a dumbass attached to it. Shizzy Whiznut, always your fucking daddy.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy